of sounded like it was more down there towards that tower. She don't like it. Yeah. I hope that doesn't spook our turkey. I said, I hope that doesn't spook our turkey. They never did snore. No. But I don't know how close he was. If they take off running at him, then I don't know if he would enjoy that. Maybe not. Alright. So, hunted this morning some. Did not get to do one of these interviews. It was raining, so things were quite limited in what we were able to do with the camera. I'm brand new at this camera stuff. Probably not going to be a good video because of that. But it's something kind of neat, kind of fun. Thought I would start trying it. So, anyways, going over here, spot that usually is pretty good. Monday actually got up on these birds in the evening and had one strutting and drumming. I could hear him, but I never could see him. I kind of got a few glimpses here and there, but nothing that I could shoot at. And I'm shooting a 20 gauge right now, so I'm trying to be more picky with my shots. You know, with a 10 gauge like I've been hunting with, you've got a little bit of mow them down factor. So basically I'm going to get in tight to the roost tree, see if I can't get it done. Well, I'm about an hour later than I was. Got about to the spot I was wanting to hunt. Old couple lives down the road had run into the ditch, blew their airbags all up, ripped their fenders out. Tried to help them get out. So I probably will not do a whole lot of intro walking through the woods right now. I'm about to drop down into a field I've got to cross. Every now and then there's a turkey out there, so trying to be a little quiet. that there's another guy in here that is has been hunting him. So he might be a little booger, but if he's gobbling right now, he's about ready for it. I may actually move up about 100 yards down the fence line and hope that I can catch him coming down. But leaves are on the timber, so about this time of year, my hearing goes shot, and I have trouble telling distance, especially on these real windy days. But I like out these windy afternoons because them long sets you might get a little fidgety. That wind keeps you nice and covered, so we ain't gonna complain. Anyways, there he went again. He's gobbled 3 times since I started this. About 300 or 400 yards, about twice as far as I thought. I come down here and got on our field edge. There's a bunch of geese and crows out here, so I got set up. I'm kind of up in some brush. I think I stand a pretty good chance calling him in. He's gobbled once more since I sit down. It kind of sounds shaky though, so I'm gonna have to make sure he got a big old beard on him before I pull the trigger here. Anyways, I'm gonna break out my rangefinder since I'm on this field edge, and I'm probably not gonna shoot past 40 yards because I've got to get through a little bit of brush to get out that field. So I'm gonna shut up and start calling. County. Didn't even fly. Ain't much to say about that one. Ain't much to say at all. Oh my gosh. This is the second hunt I've ever been on counting this morning to film myself. Got a nice beard, nothing to write home about. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So I know you guys on camera are not going to be able to see this. Probably not that great of video expertise or whatever. But I was messing with it. I'm still whispering because that bird down there gobbled after I shot. I don't know if the camera picked up on it or if I'm just hearing things. But I'm trying to mess with him and turn the camera off. I'd been recording a while. And all of a sudden, pow! This one gobbles and he's 80 yards away. And so I whip my head over there. I thought I'd go over this a little bit. I would have liked to sat down right there and reflected on this turkey a little bit with y'all. This was not the turkey I was after today. This bird kind of backdoored me. And, well, that's basically it. He backdoored me. But after I shot, I thought that other bird shot gobbled. I thought, no, it can't be, it can't be. Well, he did, because I was sitting there kneeling and trying to figure out, hey, what do I want to say about this turkey? And all of a sudden that other bird fired back up. Long story short, the original bird I was after, he ended up gobbling like, he ended up gobbling like, I don't know, 2 more times or something like that as I was getting out of here. But I am getting to somewhere where I can be in the woods, but not the woods where the turkeys are. So, I'll see you guys in just a minute. Well, I could slide out of my seat. Well, it worked out like it was supposed to. I mean, you can't ask for a prettier afternoon hunt in Arkansas, man. I mean, so let me kind of recap what happened this evening. So been working on the house, doing some renovation, some plumbing, getting ready for the baby. And this morning rained. I mean, absolutely rained. You'll see that at the beginning of this video. But it stopped about noon, if I remember right. And boy, I looked out the window and it was sunny. And I said, there you go. I grabbed all my gear, grabbed my camera. This is actually my first self-filmed, first filmed animal I ever killed. I actually spray painted my tripod about 30 minutes before I walked out the door. I got paint on my fingers right now from where I was holding it, carrying it through the woods on the way in. It's still a little wet in places. But anyway, I got up to a spot on Monday where I had a bird come in. And Monday, that bird never did gobble. He come in and I seen a hen walking past, just through a little hole in the brush. And I did some calling and I heard, thum, you know, that drumming sounded. Man, it was it got the heart going. You know, that was Monday was opening day of turkey season here in Arkansas. So I come back out to where I was Monday, and got sit down, and on my way in, I thought I heard a bird gobbling in the distance. I thought, well, this is promising. And got sit down in my spot, and I was trying to hide in the brush a little bit more because I'm brand new to this filming thing, and I figured there'd be lots of movements, lots of screwing up. And anyway, got sit down, gobble, 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 and I was actually doing my intro, and he gobbled, I think during my intro or right before or right after. But anyway, shut the camera off, and I had just said I'm probably about to move. And I sat there and I thought, well, boy, he's pretty far away. He's probably like 400 yards or so. So I boogity-booked it down the ridge. And it's real wet, so you can move fast in this wet leaves. And decided that my best bet was to go to the bottom of the ridge in a field. And anyway, get down to my field, and I sit down, and boy, that turkey's going. And I was facing straight at him on my tree. And so I'd call to him a few times and he'd gobble back and he'd gobble on his own. And, we played that back and forth game and he never moved. Well, boy, all of a sudden I had the camera off. And I'm glad I did, because all of a sudden this one gobbled and he was behind and to the left of me. And boy, if you guys ever hunted turkeys and you had one surprise you like that, you know what I'm talking about. Get the heart going, get the legs, the arms, the chest going. But anyway, so I just sit there and I tried to turn the camera and tried to move it, but there was so much brush in the way I could not get the camera to focus, couldn't get the tripod set. So I just finally, screw it. I'm gonna set this tripod up in the kind of the direction he's coming from, and see what I can do. So he strutted around a little bit and didn't gobble any more than that. And so I was like, well, they're kind of working their way this way, and it looked like he had a hen with him. And I said, man, I really don't want to call with that hen right here, because I was afraid that she would take him on a big loop and roost way off on across the fence. And I thought, man, if they get across that fence up there, I don't think they'll come back in the morning. I think they'll fly down and go. So I didn't call. And finally they got up just about to clear the brush, and I noticed that lead bird was a jake, and he turned and he was going to the opposite corner of the field where all them cattle was. And I said, this is it, I gotta do something. So I just give a few calls on my old Knight Yellowhammer. And I don't remember the fella's name on Facebook that I bought this thing from, but I bought it while we were setting up for my wedding a couple years ago in September. And real old call, but boy, it sounds good. I can see why everybody likes them. But anyway, I just yelp. And whenever I did, boy, he gobbled. And I don't remember if he gobbled now right after or a few seconds after, but he gobbled and he was interested. Like Jake turned, he started making his way back now, just picking through the field. And anyways, he starts coming and I noticed there is a hen with him. So there's a Jake, a hen, and a gobbler. And that gobbler just sitting in the back, and he's showing off. But as soon as he had gobbled after I called, he put his body towards me, and that's how he was coming in. And I wish I could have got that on camera, because it was so beautiful, and the sun was opening up, shining. I thought, man, I don't know what I did to deserve these blessings, but the Lord has given them to me, and I ain't gonna argue with it. So, anyways, old boy strutted in, and he stood right on top of my 40-yard marker. There's a little clod or something out there. I'd ranged it at 40 or 41 yards, and that's what I got the old 20 gauge sighted in for. So I put it right there on his chin, pulled that trigger. Well, rest is history. Had to grab him and go. That other bird was talking. But let me talk about this old beauty for a minute. Got my NWTF sticker in case I ever want to take her up into I think it's the Northeast, Massachusetts or Delaware or something. You gotta have that little sticker. I think it kind of looks cute. But this shotgun, we got it. My mom and daddy bought it for me. I don't even know how old I was. I was little. I was in elementary. There was a Corps of Engineers put on a youth deer hunt, and you had to have a slug gun or a muzzleloader, and our muzzleloader wasn't worth 2 cents. And mom and daddy went out and bought this little Remington 870 Express Magnum. It had a youth stock on it, and this game barrel, I think it's like 20 inches or something. But then they bought the slug barrel too. I ended up missing about 20 deer. It wasn't ever a deer killer, that's for sure. And this is the gun I carried when I was little. Missed a lot of turkeys with it. She shoots about a foot high and left at 25 yards, and it's hard to hit a turkey like that. But I got her outfitted with a red dot. Gramps has been carrying this a few years, but he said he's feeling froggy. He's stepping back out to his old long tom single shot. Anyways, I hadn't killed one with it in a long time and thought I would. So she's a beauty now. Got an adult size stock on it. This little short barrel. Boy, she's lightweight. That old TSS eat 'em up. But let's see. This TSS shell, it's got a little tape measure on it. Old spurs ain't much to look at. I'm gonna call that just a hair over 3/4. So you Facebook boys, you'd call that 1.5 inches. Here in Arkansas, we read our tape measures the right way. But anyways, Beard, he's a good weighty dude. Beard, just a single. No? Got a little double beard in there. It ain't much, but it's a double. Now, that makes I want to say that's 4 years in a row killing a multi-bearded bird. And like I said, I don't know what I did to earn these blessings from the Lord, or why He chose to give them to me. But man, I'll take it. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. But this is kind of my last hoorah year. I wanted to go do a little more traveling before the baby came this year, but you know, if I don't ever kill another turkey, I don't think I'll be any less excited about this little baby. Man, it's a neat thing. But I'll give y'all a little show back home. I don't know what his wings are doing like that. He was thrashing all around when I picked him up. But anyways, oh, the dogwoods are pretty right now. This is actually an old tree where I killed one of my birds really early on when I was younger. Gramps handed me the old long tom single shot. Leave a bruise on your shoulder, but it put a turkey down. But anyways, I wanted to stop and kind of talk with y'all, let you guys kind of understand what was going on. Wanted to be like old Dave Owens and Primos and talk about my bird, make you guys listen to me. Anyways, guys, let's see. I better get back to the house, skin this old boy out. Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes, 45 since I killed him, so. Anyways, ladies and gents, I thank you for listening, and I guess I don't really have one of those neat video sign-offs like Primos or, you know, the hunting public or the hunting grounds guys do. But guys, I'm blessed by the Lord, and if you don't know Him, you ought to get to. See ya.